What's that, you say? There's no cool guitar sounds here in GarageBand? Well, I think it's time that you and I took a bit of a look at this, the brand new sound pack from Mark Lettieri here in GarageBand iOS. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete and welcome to Studio Live today. My goal here is to help you create, record and release your best music, and we are back here in GarageBand because, as you may be aware, we have a whole bunch of brand new artist and producer packs here in GarageBand. This time, we're taking a look at this one from Mark Letteri. Now, this one's a little different to our other packs because we've only got Apple loops. Now, before you lose interest and you go, where's the keyboard patches? Where's the beat sequencer kits? This is something a bit special because these are all hand-recorded, very funky guitar. We got some rock, we got some funk, we got some blues, we got some cool guitar sounds. So if you, like me, have always been saying that GarageBand needs some really cool guitar loops, guess what? We got them. Let's dive in and take a look. So I've opened a new project here in GarageBand. As with all of our other packs, we jump over here to the sound library, tap on that one, scroll on down, and if you haven't already downloaded it, we're going to scroll across, tap on Mark Letteri, and hit the get button. I've already downloaded it, it's there, good to go. Hit the preview to hear some of those sounds. And guess what? You can also hit this play button, and that will play a little video where Mark describes how he recorded these sounds, what he was hoping to do with this sound pack, and a little bit about his background, which is super cool. So once you've downloaded that, we're ready to start creating here in GarageBand. So let's hit the audio recorder here. We're not going to actually record anything, but we need to get to our track view mode up here in the top left corner. And then to add in loops from this pack, we're going to tap on the Apple Loops icon there. Now, I've already filtered these down to the Mark Letteri pack, but if you haven't done that already, all you need to do is click or tap on this filter by, and under sound packs here, you'll probably have all sound packs selected, or at least some on there. Just scroll on down until you find Mark Letteri, tap on him, go back to filter by, back to your Apple Loops, and there you go. Here's all of these loops, and these are some pretty darn cool sounds. Let's just take a listen to a couple of these. We've got the almost always tomorrow, which sounds like this. Yeah. Funky. And what you'll notice is that you've got a whole bunch of different sounds here. So the idea with this sound pack is you can build it up. You're not going to use a whole bunch of different loops together necessarily because they're melodic loops as opposed to rhythmic loops where you can layer up, a drum topper and a bass and a fill and all sorts of things. With this one, I've somehow just put that one in there. We'll just delete that one. With this pack, you're not really going to do that. But we've got a bunch of different ones. We've got the Carried Away here. Let's take a listen to this one. Very cool. Very different kind of guitar tones here. Siri's excited. Sorry, I'm still not sure about that. Siri may not be sure about it, but I sure as heck am. I like that Carried Away tone as well. Very cool. We've got the cool breeze here. Yeah. Right? Very cool stuff here. And there's even some really rockin' stuff. I'm digging on this diving deep here. If you take a listen to this one, let's come to the chorus chords here. Take a listen to this. Right? And even the down and dirty. Right? Nice. So we need to pick some to just throw in here so we can show you how this works. So what are we going to go with? What about the dust to dust? That's not bad, but we want something a little more funky. What about the fly free? And you'll notice that these are in, like you've got your bridge, you've got your chorus, you've got your verse, and you've got your intro with a lot of these things. So if we find, say, the intro chords here, there you go. Let's bring this one in. This is some funk. So we'll bring this one in here. We'll throw it down there. Now, we'll just make this 4 bars. So we'll just zoom in a little bit there. And we'll make this 4 bars because we want to change it up. So there's our intro. And then you can see how easy it is to build out a track here. Because say that's your intro and then you want to go into using the same one. You want to go into a bit of a verse rhythm. We could do the same thing here. In fact, we'll do the chords again, shall we? Do we have verse chords? No, we've got verse rhythm though. So we can do this. We can bring the verse rhythm in there. And then as we're building this track out, so there's our first sort of 8 bars. If we go to our plus button here and maybe let's just make this a bit longer. Why don't we make this, say, 16 bars just so that we can play around a little more. Now we can actually bring this in. So there's your chords. You got your verse rhythm 1. Why don't we grab something like, oh, it's gone back to that one. We'll go back to the fly free. Fly free. There we go. We'll go with the the verse rhythm just randomly, number 5, shall we? We'll go from 1 to 5. We don't want that all the way there. And then let's just grab the chorus because we want to try this. It is a bit annoying that it resets it back to the top there every time. But we'll come down here. We'll go the, the fly free chorus rhythm 01 and just throw that in here. So let's just see what we've built out here with this one. So your first 4 bars, we've got the flying high intro chords. There they are, doing their thing. And we'll add some drums and bass in a minute just to show you how we can get a groove going on here. There's your rhythm. Yeah. A little bit of a breakdown there. Cool. And you can even hear a little bit of bleed in there, which I don't mind. It shows how real this stuff is. This is really cool. I've tried to make my own guitar loops before, and it's a lot of fun. In fact, there's a video about that I'll link up the top and down in the description. So we've made this here, and the thing is, we can, of course, use different loops together here. So if we wanted to say our verse rhythm there, or maybe, yeah, we'll use here where it comes into the chorus, because I think we had some other fly-free ones here that we can try out. Where were we? Fly-free chorus. We had chorus chords as well as the chorus rhythm. So if we grab the chords and pop that there with the same chorus. So let's just see if we bring 2 loops together here. Right? You got some complementary stuff going on there. So, of course, what we would want here, well, we want some drums. So let's add in some drums here just to make sure we got our funk going on. Now, we'll delete out these ones. We double tapped it when we wanted the single. We'll delete this one, and then we'll delete this one out. And let's just bring in a drummer. So because we've got a GarageBand here, we can use our virtual drummer. We'll go more drummers, and we want something funky, don't we? So we want a funk drummer here, some R&B. Probably going to be Rose or Benny, I reckon. Let's give Rose a crack, shall we? What's Rose going to bring to the party here with her new soul kind of beat here? Yeah, right? Out of the box, Rose has got it going on. Let's just make her a bit louder. Yeah. Yeah, so when it was louder, it went up onto the snare, and when it's softer, it's just down here. So we probably want them the other way around, actually. We'll start off with the little stick on the side there. What do you call that? A rim shot? And then we'll go to that. And we'll let Rose have a little fun with some fills here as well. So we'll just we'll fill it up there, and then when we get to this one, let's just fill it. Obviously, we can play around more with drummer, and once again, I've got videos all about drummer that you can check out. But in terms of just getting ourselves a little bit of a funky groove going on here, let's play this one and take a listen. Right? Now, what do you need when you've got some drums and some guitars? Of course, you need some bass. So we're going to grab the bass. Now, we could use we could try and find some loops in here. These all guitar loops here. So there's no bass loops in here. It's all on his guitar, and they're all very, very cool. There's so many of them here. You're just going to explore, and you got all sorts of things here. Oh, look, we do have a bass. I wonder if this will work with us. There you go. I tell a lie. I thought we didn't have any bass. We'll try this one, the Together Forever bass. I'm sorry, Mark. I doubted you. So we'll bring this one in here. Let's just see if this works. So let's see if our transition, because we're going to go with our guitar and our drums to start. And then we'll see if at this bar 5, if this bass is going to work. Yeah. That is ridiculously funky. And this is, again, just 5 minutes of playing around with these. There's so much here to explore and so many things that we can check out here. I can't resist adding a little bit of vocal flair here. So why don't we finish off here by recording some vocals. In fact, we're going to do one more thing before we do that. Let's look at live loops here in GarageBand, and then we're going to record some vocals. So the other thing we have with this pack is if you don't want to do it in track view mode here, you can use live loops. Now you can start fresh with live loops, or because we've already started, we can jump over here to live loops from the track view, and we can scroll across until we find the Mark Lettieri pack. Here it is. This is a lot of fun to play with because you can line them up here and you can see if we hit the button down the bottom here, you got a whole bunch of these. And you can play them all at once. You can mix and match and create your own cool. It's all very cool there. So let's just see if any one of these, we'll use some accents here to see if these work in with our current mix here. So we'll just hit the record button. Our track will play in the background. There's the start. After the first 4 bars, maybe we'll just hit this accent here. I like that one, so we'll run that again. Right. And then I'm going to shift up to this one over here for whatever reason. All right, we're going to hit stop because we're done. That's just recorded in some additional tracks. So here you go. These are the ones that have come across from the live loops, and they're going to complement everything else that we've got going on here in this track. That's pretty cool. I'm actually legitimately impressed with these. I don't say that lightly because I've been a little critical of the fact that we haven't had any cool guitar sounds in GarageBand. Now we do. Play with this pack. You'll be impressed. So now there's only one thing left to do, and that's to improvise a few vocals to go along with our little jam here. Let's do that now. So we're going to hit the plus button. We're going to scroll across to our microphone. You know what? I showed in a recent one, I've showed that we've got, as well as our regular vocal presets and all the other ones we've had, in the Watch the Sound pack, we've actually got a whole bunch of new presets here. So I want to find, is there something that's going to be funky here? What about a digital era, different era digital reverb here? We'll hit the check. I mean, yeah, let's just try it because fun, right? So we'll go back to our track view. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to turn this microphone down, this microphone up, and let's record some vocals over the top of this jam, shall we? Yeah. Yeah. Feeling funky. Feeling good. Got my guitar. It's understood. I've been saying that there's not very many good guitar sounds in GarageBand, but I guess that's just a change. If you want some funky guitar sound, you better check this one out. Yeah, girl. Right now, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the preset didn't really work with that one. So the first thing I'm going to do is just change that up. So the different era digital would be great, but it's not working for this one for me here. Why don't we go back to a vocal one? Why don't we just go back to a bit of a 60s vocal chorus on this one, just to see if we can get our funk on here. So we'll take a listen to this track together. Let's just go where I kicked in with some vocals down here. It sounds a bit like this. I've been saying that there's not very many good guitar sounds in GarageBand, but I guess that's just a change. If you want some funky guitar sound, you better check this one out. Yeah, girl. I'm not convinced with that preset either, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. And once again, so many cool guitar sounds in here for you to explore in the loops. Now, before we go, don't forget that loops are fully customizable as well, which means that if we change our key, if we wanted to change our key signature here from C major, let's bring it up maybe to E. We're going to get rid of the vocals because they won't make sense now, but then you can take a listen. Yeah. And we can, of course, even change our tempo. Let's up the tempo a bit, shall we? Or go with a bit of a slow jam. We've confused GarageBand there. Don't change your tempo while your song's playing. Bad idea, Pete. Bad, Pete. But hey, I experiment. I try these things so you don't have to. So you can change those around. You can also come in here and do all sorts of cool things like change your settings here. You can make them faster. You can make them slower. You can make them follow the tempo pitch or not. You can transpose. So if you didn't dig this, so say you're like, Pete, that's a bit boring because when I come in here and start playing this one, What if I then want to change the tone on the second half of this loop? Well, no problem. We go into here and split, and then we grab the second half, and we go to our settings, and we bring it up like 5 semitones. And then you get a transition like this. Let's take a listen. Something like this kind of jam. Yeah. Take it up. Didn't work great with that particular sample. But you get the gist here, yeah? You can play around with these, you can reverse them, you can have fun with Apple Loops. There's a heap more videos, including more about Apple Loops and more about these brand new sound packs down in the description. Thanks for being here. Get your funk on. See you soon.